Subscribe now for more breaking WWE updates, exclusive backstage content, and in-depth match analysis from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and every premium live event only here. From the thunderous entrance pops to the shocking upsets that leave the WWE Universe gasping, we've got it all covered. And speaking of shocks, last night's episode of WWE Raw delivered a mind-blowing triple threat Money in the Bank qualifying match that had fans on the edge of their seats and social media exploding in disbelief as El Grande Americano, yes, the masked, mysterious, and ever-controversial competitor, stole a monumental victory from two of the most respected ring generals in modern pro wrestling history, CM Punk and the phenomenal AJ Styles. It was the kind of chaos that only WWE Raw could deliver, airing live on Netflix, Peacock, USA Network, CW Network, and more, reminding the world that when the stakes are high, anything can happen in the squared circle. The match, which had already generated considerable buzz ahead of time due to the star power involved, quickly devolved into an unforgettable war of pride, strategy, and opportunism that left the WWE Universe roaring with both fury and admiration. From the moment the bell rang, all three superstars brought their signature intensity and unique styles into the ring, creating an unpredictable tornado of technical prowess, high-flying stunts, and raw aggression. CM Punk, returning to the Money in the Bank fold with a legacy steeped in MITB success, wasted no time reminding the world why he's considered the best in the world, executing brutal knee strikes, spinning back fists, and expertly timed submission holds. Punk sought to control the pace and keep his opponents grounded. Meanwhile, AJ Styles, who has his own impressive MITB history and continues to dazzle with unmatched athleticism even after years of dominance, answered back with a fierce barrage of springboard forearms, Pele kicks, and that signature calf crusher that nearly ended the match on two separate occasions. But perhaps the most unpredictable factor was El Grande Americano himself, a man shrouded in mystery and now controversy, who turned what was expected to be a straightforward contest into an unforgettable nightmare of chaos. Dressed in red, white, and blue with a gleaming lucha-style mask, El Grande Americano had previously been dismissed by critics as a sideshow, a joke gimmick that wouldn't last past a few episodes of Raw. But after last night, nobody's laughing anymore. Early on, it appeared Punk and Styles might find common ground in keeping El Grande Americano out of the equation, teaming up momentarily to dish out punishing offense and clear the ring of the masked newcomer. Yet, each time they thought they had neutralized him, El Grande Americano would slither back into the ring with uncanny timing, picking his spots like a veteran thief in the night. At the 10-minute mark, the match's intensity reached fever pitch as Styles delivered a springboard 450 splash to Punk, only for El Grande Americano to drag Styles out of the ring before he could go for the pin. That moment ignited a shift in momentum as fans realized this underdog wasn't just there to be filler. He was there to win. Tensions boiled over as the arena crowd, split in their loyalties, roared with each twist and turn. CM Punk, with his veteran instincts, managed to regain control briefly by locking El Grande Americano into the Anaconda Vise in the center of the ring, only for AJ Styles to break it up with a flying forearm off the top rope that knocked all three men to the mat, and that's when madness truly erupted. From backstage, the Judgment Day's music hit, causing a momentary distraction as Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio appeared at the top of the ramp, seemingly scouting the action. The distraction allowed Punk to roll up Styles for a near fall, but as the referee's hand hit the mat for a 2 count, El Grande Americano came flying in with a missile dropkick that sent both Punk and Styles into opposite corners. What happened next was pure carnage. Styles, dazed but fighting through, attempted a Styles clash on Punk, who reversed it into a GTS setup, only for El Grande Americano to leap off the top rope with a flipping neckbreaker mid-sequence that flattened both men in one of the night's most gif-worthy highlights. With both Punk and Styles down, the masked marauder climbed to the top rope and executed a breathtaking moonsault, somehow landing across both competitors before attempting a double pin. The referee, stunned by the innovation, counted 2, before Punk kicked out. At this point, the commentary team, Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Wade Barrett, were beside themselves trying to keep up with the frenetic pace and the escalating drama. "We're witnessing the birth of a new player in the Money in the Bank conversation," Graves shouted, while Cole insisted, "This man, whoever he is, just changed the game tonight." Meanwhile, social media exploded with speculation. Who is El Grande Americano? Is he a returning superstar under a new identity? Is he a new signing with a decorated past? Theories ranged from Sami Zayn in disguise to a returning Kalisto, or even Chad Gable pulling a swerve on Alpha Academy. But before the internet could get its answer, the match reached its shocking conclusion. As the 20-minute mark approached and all three men were visibly exhausted, Punk managed to set up for another go-to-sleep on Styles. He connected, laying AJ flat in the center of the ring. As Punk turned to fend off El Grande Americano, one final time, the masked competitor ducked a roundhouse kick and bounced off the ropes with a surprise tornado DDT that spiked Punk into the canvas. Wasting no time, he threw Punk out of the ring and covered the unconscious Styles for the 1-2-3, securing his place in the Money in the Bank ladder match in one of the most unexpected and controversial victories in recent Raw history. As his music played, El Grande Americano celebrated wildly on the turnbuckles, soaking in a mixture of boos, cheers, and stunned silence from the crowd. CM Punk sat slumped against the barricade on the outside, clearly seething, while AJ Styles lay, motionless in the ring, robbed of a golden opportunity. Backstage, the reaction was even more electric. Cameras captured a furious CM Punk storming through the curtain, pushing aside crew members and refusing to comment, while AJ Styles was tended to by WWE officials. In the locker room, other competitors in the Money in the Bank qualifying series were reportedly on high alert, with many questioning the legitimacy of the result and El Grande Americano's sudden rise. WWE officials remained tight-lipped about the masked wrestler's background, adding fuel to the growing fire of conspiracy and speculation. Could this be part of a larger plan? Is a new faction forming? Or has WWE just given birth to its next breakout sensation? Only time will tell. One thing's for certain. El Grande Americano is now officially qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match, and whether fans love him or loathe him, his presence guarantees more unpredictability and more moments that will leave us all talking for days to come. Will he climb the ladder to glory and snatch the coveted briefcase above the ring? Or will seasoned stars like LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, or even a returning Seth Rollins stand in his way? The road to Money in the Bank just got a lot more chaotic and exciting. Be sure to follow WWE on all platforms and catch every electrifying moment on Netflix, Peacock, USA Network, CW Network, and more. And remember, when it comes to WWE, you never know who's going to rise, who's going to fall, or who's going to steal the spotlight. WWE